All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. So it says, consider a collection of envelopes consisting of one red envelope. So let's do this. Excuse me, we have one red. It says we have three blue, so 1, 2, and 3. It says we have two green, so 1, 2. And then it says we have two yellow envelopes. Okay, so now if I keep reading, it says we're going to pick three envelopes, so selected at random, without replacing. So once we choose one, we're not putting it back in the bin, right? It says determine the probability that at least one envelope is a blue. Okay, so we have a little formula. It says when we're looking for the probability of at least one being blue, green, whatever it happens to be, the way we can figure that out is we're going to say that's going to be the same thing as 1 minus the probability that none of the envelopes we pick are going to be blue, okay? So let's see what that would be. And let's just fix that to none so it looks a little bit nicer. None are blue, okay? So what I first want to figure out is what's the probability that we don't have any blue envelopes, okay? So what's the probability that none are blue? Remember what we're going to do. We're going to pick three envelopes, okay? So we have a total of 8 envelopes. So the first time we pick, we're picking out of 8. But we want to make sure that we don't get any blue. So we're going to choose from these 5, okay? So we're going to go 5 out of 8. That's the first time we do it. Now, the second time we pick, we've already picked one of those envelopes, right? So now we only have 7 envelopes to choose from. And if I'm picking from this group of 5, if we picked one of them, now there's only 4 left, okay? Now, again, if we picked one of those, now there's only 6 envelopes to choose from. But again, we're choosing only these. Now we only have 3 to choose from, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is before I multiply, I'm going to try to reduce my fractions. So first thing I notice we can do is we can say, look, 3 and 6, we can divide them both by 3. That goes in 1, that goes in twice. 4 and 8, we can divide them both by 4. That goes in once, that goes in twice. So remember, when I'm reducing my fractions, I'm just reducing numbers on the top with numbers on the bottom, okay? So now, the probability that we don't have any blue, no blue, is going to be, let's see, 5 times 1 times 1, that's 5. 2 times 7 is 14, times 2 again is 28, okay? So now, remember what we said, the probability of at least one blue is 1 minus the probability that we don't have any blues. And we just found that number, right? We just found that number to be 5 over 28. So we're going to say, what is 1 minus 5 over 28? Now I can think of that one as 1 over 1. And because 28 is my denominator, I'm going to think of this as 28 over 28 minus 5 over 28, right? So 28 over 28, because if you divide that, we really get 1. But I'm doing this for my common denominator business. So remember, my denominator is going to stay at 28. And 28 minus 5 should just leave us with 23. Hope this helps.